Yesterday, Donald Trump's Attorney General refused to say whether the Epstein files in her possession in the Justice Department include what were described in yesterday's hearings as photos in Jeffrey Epstein's safe of Donald Trump with, quote, half-naked young women. Donald Trump's Attorney General could have said no. There are no such photos in the Epstein files of Donald Trump with young women, but she didn't.
Let me ask you something else. There's been public reporting that Jeffrey Epstein showed people photos of President Trump with half-naked young women. Do you know if the FBI found those photographs in their search of Jeffrey Epstein's safe or premises or otherwise? Have you seen any such thing?
You know, Senator Whitehouse, you sit here and make salacious remarks, once again trying to slander President Trump left and right, when you're the one who was taking money from one of Epstein's closest confidants, I believe, I could be wrong, correct me, Reid Hoffman, who was with Jeffrey Epstein on multiple occasions. And the senator sitting right next to you tried to block the flight logs from being released. Yet you're grilling me on President Trump and some photograph with Epstein? Come on.
The question is, did the FBI find those photographs that have been discussed publicly by a witness who claimed Jeffrey Epstein showed them to him? You don't know anything about that? Okay.
Senator Sheldon Whitehouse back with us. Left you speechless there at the end.
Yeah, first of all, that was a really easy question. If the answer is in fact no, and when she can't say no to that question, then it was actually a two-part question. Did the FBI find those photographs? Couldn't say no. Did you see them? Couldn't say no. It could have been over super quickly. All she had to do was say, no, Senator, and I would have gone on, and that would have been the end of it. And interestingly, this ties back to our last segment, because when she came in with her little Oppo research cliff notes to accuse me of having taken money from this supposed Epstein confidant, she had her facts wrong. And it's an incredibly easy thing to find out whether I got a campaign contribution from this person, because all of my campaign contributions are publicly disclosed on the FEC's website. So here she is getting ready to arraign Comey the next day and saying something that is arguably more untruthful than anything Comey said directly to me. And it's a thing that any idiot can fact check. So even if there's not an honesty issue about her telling something false under oath in the Judiciary Committee, there's this competence issue of this is a DOJ that can't fact check something that obvious before the Attorney General marches out to make that accusation publicly and under oath. I mean, you know, back to Gangster and Gong Show, you know, it's gangster to drop Oppo research on senators you don't like in a hearing, but it's Gong Show to get it wrong.
Yeah, there's nothing easier to investigate, if we want to use the word investigate. The question of who gets campaign contributions from whom, the direct contributions are all publicly disclosed by law on the FEC website. We could do it right now.
An intern could do it.
Yes, yeah. And so there's the investigative skill of the Attorney General at work.
Yeah. And again, judges are watching. And every foolish, stupid, mistaken, Trump-sucking step that they take, judges see and they register and they know, wait a minute, this is not the normal Department of Justice, the normal deference that we give to the Department of Justice, the normal confidence we have in the integrity of the Department of Justice, the normal scope and leeway we give to the Department of Justice, they're not going to get. And that, I think, is going to come back and pinch them hard in the Eastern District of Virginia when Patrick Fitzgerald starts rooting through the evidence of vindictive prosecution.
And Senator, the photographs you were referring to, if they exist, if they are in the Epstein files, would be a huge reason for Donald Trump to fight as hard as he has fought to keep the Epstein files secret.
Totally. Totally. I mean, they're described in pretty plain, ugly terms by a fairly well-known individual, a witness, who said that he was shown them not once but twice by Jeffrey Epstein, and that he saw them put into Jeffrey Epstein's safe. So if that witness is to be believed, we know they exist. We know they show Trump with half-naked girls. We know they were at one point in Jeffrey Epstein's safe. And we also know that the FBI went back later and seized the contents of the safe and, frankly, the rest of the premises, if it looked like it was related evidence. So, you know, it's a pretty, it was not a salacious question. It was an easy question. Did the FBI find the photograph?
And the answer was not no.
And the answer was not no.
Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.